Okay, I'm in the picture. Wanted to make sure I was in the picture. During all of our internet outage here, for the 2 days, of course, Beth and I went shopping in town, and I want to kind of do another video on what it costs, because that first one that I did way back when was pretty popular, and I know some of the viewers asked for some more. So I'm going to go through a few of the things that we picked up and give you an idea of what it costs. I'm going to start off with tortitas. Okay, it's a medium salsa, and that ran about 177 pesos, and that figures out to US about $3.50. Then we have mushrooms. This is just pieces and stems, and that was about 40 pesos, so you're talking about 80 cents US. And of course, one of the popular things that I enjoy buying and enjoy eating is Spam, and this was 167 pesos, and generally runs from anywhere, and especially if you go down to Tagbilaran, 160 to about 170 pesos. And again, we're talking $3 to $3.50 per can. Just a normal can of beans, and this is Hunt's pork and beans, 48 pesos. So you're talking about $1. 1 liter. This is 1.5 liter of Sprite, and of course you've got Coke, you've got orange, you've got all the different flavors. They run anywhere from about 35 to 50 pesos. So we're talking anywhere from 80 cents, to a little over $1, to right around $1 for 1.5 liters of Sprite. Silver Swan soy sauce, and this is 64 fluid ounces, about 1.9 liters, and it's 83 pesos. So you're talking about $1.50, a little over $1.50, and we go through a tremendous amount of soy sauce. We figured that in the Philippines, the Silver Swan is the taste I like the best. When I was back in the States, my favorite was La Choy soy sauce or Kikkoman, and we still haven't found either one of those available here, and this is the most popular here, but running about 83 pesos for a 1.9 liter container. Okay, Sky Flakes. This is a form of crackers, like soup crackers that they get here. There's no such thing as a type of saltine crackers we have in the States available here. This comes in a package like this called Sky Flakes. I think it's one of the better ones and that. And for that big container right there, 161 pesos. So you're talking about $3 US. A simple loaf of bread, 30 pesos. So what, about 60 cents? Let's see here, what else I've got. Oh, we do a lot of cooking with olive oil, and especially for making salads. This is 500 milliliters, and it runs 257 pesos. So you're talking about $5 for this. For 1/2 of a liter, 500 milliliters, and that's so about $5. A little bit expensive, but we like using it for cooking here. The virgin olive oil, and that it's just so much better quality than everything else. Spaghetti sauce. My favorite, of course, is the Italian. The favorite here in the Philippines is what they call a sweet spaghetti sauce. It's like their sweet bread. I don't understand it, but they do enjoy it here. There's a Del Monte Italian here, and that only runs about 86 pesos. So for a full package, about 400 to 500 grams of noodles, a pound of hamburger, and one of these, you can make yourself a pretty good meal, quite inexpensive, and we eat it a lot, period. We eat it with spaghetti, and then we eat it also with regular noodles. 86 pesos. So you're talking a little bit over $1.50, about $1.70 for this. Okay. The hamburger, if you buy it in town, runs about 230 pesos for the low grade for a kilo. Now, kilo is 2.2 pounds, so kind of divide that in half. 230, so you're paying about 115, so about $2 to 220 to 230 for per pound. If you're going with pork instead, that also runs about 230 a kilo. Again, a kilo is 2.2 pounds, so you're running about 115, 120 pesos, which is $2 to $2.20 for a pound of pork. The expensive hamburger here is $3.50 a kilo, and again 2.2 pounds. Just divide it by 2, it makes it real easy. And that, so that's at $3.50, that's $7, so about $3.50 a pound for what they call lean hamburger. I'm not so sure. The hamburger here, like all the beef here, is pretty iffy, if at all, and the only good hamburger here is if you get some from Australia. If they actually do it here in the Philippines, the quality is pretty poor, and I pick up hamburger very seldomly here because the quality is so poor, and it's a quality that wouldn't even be put on the shelf in the States at all. But that gives you a little bit of an idea. Sardines, like a can of sardines like this, runs about 40 pesos, and that can size. If you buy the smaller meat sizes here, anywhere from 15 to 25 pesos, so you're talking about a half a dollar or so. That gives you a little bit of an idea of what some of the prices are here, and our general budget, like I said, for food. If we buy rice, we buy a 50 kilo. Okay, so you're talking about 100 pounds of rice for about $26, 2,600 pesos, 2,400 to 2,600 pesos. If I divide that, that's about $50. So you're talking, for 50 kilos, and 50 kilos is again at about 110 pounds or so. So the rice, fairly cheap and that, but yet the price here has gone up from 15 to 1,600 pesos back when I moved here, which was 9 years ago, to 2,600 pesos. Like I said, you divide that by 50, you're talking about $50 for 50 kilos. So about $1. And I think right now rice is going anywhere from 45 to 60 pesos a kilo, which again is 2 pounds. But that'll give you some kind of an idea of what the prices are here. There's nothing fancy that we buy here. Probably the most expensive stuff is some of the export stuff from America. When we go down to Tagbilaran and stop at either BQ Mall or Island Mall down there, we'll pick up some Campbell's soups and everything like that, and that's always more expensive. You're going to pay $2 to $3 a can for Campbell's soups, and if you find anything else there, like a can of beans or anything like that, they're quite expensive. It's the export stuff. We do very little of that. I always like to keep some in stock And I'll have to kind of go through our pantry one of these days on a video and show you just the type of food that we have set aside here. We eat a lot of pork, a lot of hamburger, and a lot of noodles. And with the Italian, like I said, type spaghetti sauce, there's also some good spaghetti sauces, different types, and pasta sauces that come in the big size cans and that, and we buy a lot of that also. It makes for a cheap meal, and generally for Beth and I, sometimes it's good enough for 2-3 meals. And then of course the dogs always get part of it. So so living here and the cost and the grocery shopping here, like I said, we the two of us spend 8 to 10,000 a month on groceries, but I'm always buying a little bit extra and storing it in the pantry just in case we run into a month where our budget kind of runs out. We still got enough food to get through the month. And of course we always keep extra rice here also, and that's as kind of an emergency in case if something would happen also that we wouldn't be able to get into town. So that's kind of it. I hope this helps out. It gives you an idea of some of the prices of the foodstuffs, and as we go shopping again, I'll probably do this again with some different items and give you an idea also of not only what we spend for food, but what the availability is here of food for the average family here and the average grocery store that carries these items. So until then, I'm going to say goodbye, and everybody have a good day, and God bless every one of you.